Welcome to the Big Report. We focus on an issue that has been a persistent challenge for many residents of Abuja, the long queues for petrol. Despite some reports of gradual improvement, motorists continue to endure hours of waiting at petrol station. Correspondent Emmanuel Bagudu actually has been on ground to get a closer look at the situation. Now, Emmanuel, at this point, joins us live to give us an update on this. Emmanuel, great to have you.
Yes, good morning from Abuja. Good morning.
Now, you've been speaking with motorists and observing the situation firsthand. What can you tell us about the current state of petrol queues in Abuja? Are they still there, or is it easing out?
Okay, initially within the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, the queue were very long, and of course, it's very embarrassing, I must say, because
we seem to have a bit of connect. Okay, Emmanuel,
your network is a bit down there.
Exactly. It's we have a bit of connectivity issues with Emmanuel, but we also have with us this morning.
Yes.
That's Chinedu Ukadike, who is actually spokesperson for IPMAN. Thank you for joining joining us, Mr. Ukadike. Now, a quick one. What's going on? Why do we have persistent queues again?
Well, good morning. The reoccurrence of fuel scarcity in Abuja and some part of the country is due to specified information given to us by NNPCL, who is also the policeman of the industry, that they are having a lot of thunderstorms and vessel-to-vessel discharge logistics problem. And once there is this thunderstorm, that it will inhibit transmission of petroleum products from one vessel to another. And some also some logistics problems. They indicated that was what caused this little drift in product distribution. We, the independent marketers, we're always at the receiving side and breaking the bulk of petroleum distribution. We always collect our petroleum products from NNPCL and other sources and take it to our filling stations and sell. It is a known knowledge that once there is a little drift in terms of imported petroleum products, which we are heavily dependent upon, that it will replicate into fuel scarcity across the country, because petroleum products are being distributed and collected from PDOs, private depot owners, or private tank farms. And that private tank farms, all of them are situated in the coastal areas of the country. That means that we cannot be able to load any petroleum product without our trucks going to this coastal area, where these tank farms are mainly and densely situated, especially Lagos, to be able to collect products and take to other different types of parts of the country. Just because we are still importing petroleum products and our refineries are not working.
Right. Now, I understand that the IPMAN has called for a 50% petrol allocation from the Nigerian National Petroleum Company, NNPCL. And so I would like to ask, what specific changes is IPMAN requesting from the NNPCL regarding, this petrol allocation, and why it is why is this 50% share crucial?
Well, we are requesting from NNPCL federal government as a policy, maybe also from the NNPCL, that we possess the highest number of filling stations in Nigeria. Independent petroleum market have over 80% of filling stations in Nigeria, both strategically located and remotely located. So for us to be drafted of petroleum product, that we will also continue to depend on NNPCL to be able to get our own allocation. It is also inhibiting our members from doing business and also encouraging profiteering. Why I'm saying this is that independent marketers, we don't have a direct allocation given to us. We're now dependent on NNPCL. NNPCL is also a competitor in a deregulated economy. NNPCL is a company. We independent marketers, we are companies. So, and our filling stations are higher and more bigger than them. But because they are strategically located, strategically positioned, that is why we are bonded into an NNPCL portal. And that NNPCL portal is, they control it, we don't. It's any time they give us petroleum products, we can be able to load. If they don't give us, we can't load. So that is why we are calling for 50% allocation, so that when this allocation comes into this law, when the vessel comes into this country, that vessel will be divided into two. Independent marketers will have 50% of it. And because we also have big storage, there is nowhere in this country, the two synchrony of this country, you cannot be able to find an independent marketer. No, there is no remote village. Even across the seashores, where some remote creeks, villages are situated, you will definitely see an independent marketer. So with that, we can be able to robustly, distribute this petroleum product to our members, and our members can have it first in hand. Not that petroleum product is allocated to NNPCL and to DAPMAN members and to MOMA members. Now independent marketers will now continue to go and buy these products from these people. And you know what it means by change of distribution. Once there is change of distribution, people will put in their profit. And that is with the sense of encouraging profiteering in the downstream sector. So now that the market is deregularized, whatever opportunity that is given to NNPCL to be able to perform well, or NNPC trading, to be able to import, so also should be given to independent marketers so that we can be at the same pace, not a situation where you are placing the horse before the cart.
Okay.
And the essence of deregulation is not here, because we're still depending. We're still waiting for NNPC to give us petroleum product. So where is the deregulation? There is no competition at all. Among the competitors, one competitor now is sharing product. And that is why you will see in any filling station what we call price disparities.
All right. Ukadike, I'm going to, of course, be very much direct with you on this one. I mean, we have had quite a number of the things you've said as regards some of the challenges. But again, quite a number are also of the opinion that maybe this scarcity happened as a ploy to shoot up the price, the pump price. Because before, if you go round and you look at the current retail price at filling stations, it wasn't what it was 2 weeks ago. It's gone up, some by 5 naira, some as high as 10 naira, some as high as 20 naira. So I'm just trying to put this side by side, some of the challenges you highlighted and the reality on ground, and also the fact that you and I have had this conversation, I think, weeks ago, where you even, confirmed that you get some sort of, what's that thing that the federal government used to pay? Subsidy, but you called it quasi-subsidy. So I would like you to address all of these factors with the reality we are seeing at the pump stations, or some of the pump stations operating.
Well, like I said earlier, like I recounted in my interview, that Petroleum Equalization Fund is a source of policy whereby the government try as much as possible to be able to regulate petroleum products and ensure that petroleum products are being sold in a uniform way across the country. Why federal government designed that PF at that time is to make sure that petroleum products, since the depots, the private depots, are located in the riverine areas, especially Port Harcourt, Warri, Ogara, and Lagos. So you will now find that the dry area, the dry land area, or let me say, the northern region of the country, there is no coastal area. So once there is no coastal area in the northern region, you are not expecting them to be able to, because almost have like 600 to 500 to 400 kilometer.
But these areas have always been there. It's not like it's a new development. I mean, coastal area has always been coastal for 50 years. Dry area has been dry there for 20 years. I mean, it's always been there before this recent development. So why now?
Yeah, so what I'm trying to tell you now is that federal government have removed PEF. Federal government has disbanded PEF. Federal government is no longer paying PEF to marketers. Even federal government is owing marketers billions of naira for the PEF they have done before the deregulation. So once there is deregulation, the Petroleum Compensation Fund is scrapped. Wherever you buy your products, you yourself, as a business person, because we are in a deregulated economy, you are now building the cost of your transportation, cost of logistics into it, and now take it to your filling station and sell at the price you determine. There is no more price regime, no more price template, no more price bench. So petroleum products is being determined by a price based on demand and supply and the cost of taking your petroleum products to your filling stations. Now, when you are talking about PMS, you can easily take PMS with 800,000 truck, paying for your truck transportation to your filling station, maybe either in Abuja or Kano or Kaduna. But this time around, you cannot pay anything less than 3 million naira, 2.5 million naira to be able to dispatch your truck because the cost of AGO has gone high. The MD of PPMC, the GMD of PPMC, Kari, also told us that petroleum product is being determined by the rate of dollar. And once the dollar is increasing, the price of domestic petroleum product in Nigeria will definitely increase because they are all imported. Everything that is being imported in this country, including this television we are watching today, has drastically increased since the deregulation has been removed because the dollar that we now get now is in the primary market.
Yeah, Mr. Okadike, let me ask you this, right? There is reports, right, of there have been reports of filling stations closing due to challenges, these challenges of logistical challenges or access to fuel, and it begs to ask the question: when does it end? When all of this is over, when we stop seeing the queues, who do we point fingers to? Because everyone seems to be pushing the blame. Eichmann is saying is NNPCL, is the refineries, is logistics. Who is to blame for this? When does it end?
Well, because of this logistics, everybody's talking about blame. Who are we going to blame? We are not talking about the solutions. What are the solutions to this problem? Well, everybody knows that we're importing petroleum products. And it is clear that once there is a logistics problem because we are importing, there must be thrift. There must be delay in terms of sense of distribution. Now, I want to also let you know that driving your own personal car from Port Harcourt to Bayelsa will take you less than more than 5 hours. This is a journey that will not take you one hour. Who are we supposed to blame? Our truck sleeps on the road. All the roads are bad. Our truck sleeps on the road for 3, 4, 5 days. And all this is cost effective. By the time they finish, they have removed the battery, they have stolen the tire, because the driver will be there until there is a little bit maintenance before the roads can go. Tankers are falling every day. People will hear, tankers fall somewhere. Millions of naira will be lost. A truck now is not less than 60 to 70 million naira if you manage a little one. While the petroleum product they are carrying is close to 40 million naira. So in a jiffy, because of these bad roads, a marketer is losing close to 100 million naira. Sometimes we don't have good insurance in this country. And everything is reported on the marketer. So the essence of who are we going to blame is a general thing. It's the federal government. The federal government should try as much as possible to ensure that all our refineries are working. all our pipelines are working. If our pipelines are working, these roads will be safe.
All right.
Because our pipelines can be able to take petroleum products from Port Harcourt to Yola through the pipeline. And the trust will now...
All right, because we're pressed for time, I mean, we get that. But in 30 seconds, what's your take on CNG, compressed natural gas?
Now, we welcome CNG. Federal government has ruled out plans to be able to ensure that some of these bottles of CNGs are being installed in our filling stations. And yet, as a few days ago, it's all over the news that they say they are going to install the CNG converters in vehicles free. All these things are what we are hearing in the news. Even the last meeting we had with federal government on this issue of CNG, they also say they are going to train some of independent marketers. We are going to use our facilities as conversion centers and not the rest of them. All this is news. Some of these policies are not pushing. We are good in making policies in Nigeria, but the implementation becomes the level of red tapeism in Nigeria becomes a problem. Even this required natural gas that we have in our filling stations now. We bought the skid tanks, we installed it in our filling station, we did the add-on and all the rest of them. So, and in some filling stations, if you don't use your money to be able to buy this, you cannot be able to buy it. And the federal government should have given us an enabling playground, especially establishing an energy park, whereby independent marketer can be profiled. And you go in there, maybe they give you this CNG or they give you this LPG skid tanks. You go install it in your filling station and you pay gradually. Most of us are leaving our investment because we cannot be able to have return on your investment.
All right. All right. Chinedu DK, thank you so much for your time on the program this morning.
God bless you.
All right.